Well, congratulations, New York. It looks like you've officially speedrun the game of self-destruction. You looked at sky-high crime, unaffordable rent, trash piling up, and said, you know what'll fix this? Socialism. You are about to make one of the biggest disaster decisions ever and elect a guy who thinks capitalism is the problem. In a city literally built by capitalism, Zohran Mamdani, the man, the myth, and the Marxist, you almost have to respect the consistency. Every time something fails, the left's solution is more of what caused it. New York is bleeding residents. Businesses are fleeing. And what's their big plan? Tax the rich. Yeah, until the rich leave and all that's left is people arguing over who gets the last slice of government-funded pizza. But don't worry. I'm sure this time socialism will totally work. It didn't in Venezuela. It didn't in California. But hey, maybe the third time's the charm. And the people who can afford to leave, they're already halfway to Florida, sipping coffee and watching this mess from afar. The rest are stuck with higher taxes, fewer cops, and more TikTok speeches about equity. So let's take a look at the new people's mayor and the crowd cheering for their own economic funeral. Let's roll the clips. Smash the like and subscribe button before we get too far. And we're all distracted by the new Monica Lewinsky ballroom, right?
Here is what we stand for, my friends. We are going to freeze the rent for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants and use every resource at our disposal to build housing for everyone who needs it. We are going to eliminate the fare on every single bus line and make what are currently the slowest buses in the nation move around this city with ease. And we are going to create universal childcare at no cost to parents. So New Yorkers can raise their family in the city they love. Together, New York, we're going to freeze the... Together, New York, we're going to make buses fast and... Together, New York, we're going to deliver universal... We will make our...
So freeze the rent, faster buses, and free universal childcare from the party that doesn't actually like kids, that actually had a Planned Parenthood bus outside of the Democrat National Convention. But now we're going to make the buses faster so they can lock you up and ship you out of town. And freezing the rent, this guy lives in a rent-controlled apartment. And now he wants everyone to have frozen rent. Well, guess what happens, man? The people that own those buildings, the people that own those houses that are being rented, they will just sell them to a corporation. And then they'll get destroyed. And they'll put in another building or another business. This is not the answer. But the people sitting behind him, I really can't find any white American male dudes like myself, but this is what they want. They fled countries that had this same garbage, and now they're bringing it here. If you bring what you had there to here, here becomes there. I think the Mamdani is really on a path to destroying the United States.
But we must remember, in a time such as this, we are not the crazy ones, New York City. We are not the outlandish ones, New York City. They want us to think we are crazy. We are sane.
When you have to say you're not crazy, you're probably crazy. And this is AOC, the same lady that ran out of business that would have brought almost 30,000 jobs to her voters. But you know, no one learns. They love all of this.
Abraham Lincoln generalized the solution of reservations. For the Nazis, This was the inspiration.
So this is the Zoran's dad blaming Nazism on Abraham Lincoln. You've got to love it when someone like this is the father of the New York City mayor or the potential New York City mayor.
This is about this November's election, but take that energy, that passion, and take it into 26 so that we can take back the House of Representatives, take the Senate, and take back our country. With your help, we will elect Soren and we take back America. Thank you, Queens. Thank you, New York. I love you guys.
Don't ever miss an opportunity, Kathy Hochul, to come out and, ride the coattails. It sounds like she's going to be running in 2028, and she just wanted to come out and sprinkle a little socialism in at the party. And everybody started chanting, tax the rich, which probably offended her since she is rich.
He's an amazing man if you've heard any of the debates. He's really educated. He's gone around the country to see what of his programs will work and won't. He's young, and he's a person of color. I think he's going to make an amazing mayor. I'm very excited about him.
Are you worried about your taxes going up?
No.
You support him so much that you'd be okay with your taxes going up?
Yes. The democratic socialism. That's not Russian or Chinese. And he's for affordable housing. He's for health care for all. If that's socialism, then maybe we have to...
You got to love the Palestinian flag hiding behind her, don't you?
So it's not like Venezuelan socialism?
No, not at all. I used to be a judge. I was a New York State Supreme Court justice.
Well, that explains it all. New York State Supreme Court justice out at a rally.
Jews escaping Holocaust, Black Americans fleeing slavery and Jim Crow, Latinos seeking a better life, Native people standing for themselves, Asian Americans coming together in Queens, in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, in Manhattan, in Staten Island.
What is wrong with her? Okay, so let's be fair. What you saw is what socialism always looks like at the start. It's loud, emotional, sounds compassionate. Everyone's fired up about justice and equity. And look, nobody's against helping people. The question is how you do it without setting the entire city on fire. I'll give them this. Housing in New York is a disaster. Cost of living is out of control. And regular folks are getting squeezed. They're right about the problem, but here's where they lose me. You don't fix a drowning city by adding more weight, higher taxes, more regulation, anti-business policies that don't create prosperity. They drive it away. You can't promise free everything when your tax base is halfway to Tampa. That's not compassion. That's a countdown clock. Every time these ideas get tried, they end the same way with empty promises, empty shelves, and an even emptier skyline. Here's the truth. New York doesn't need more ideology. It needs sanity. Reward work. Protect business. Let people thrive again. That's not greed. That's common sense. But hey, maybe when the lights go out, at least they'll have equity in the dark. Go check out my previous video where I show you Gavin Newsom and how he's going to try and do this to the United States of America. Anyway, guys, that's what I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And it looks like the Zoran is gearing up for a victory interview over on The View with Whoopi and the other communists.